been falling in that habit, staring into the abyss, drowning in red wine and sniffing cinnamon. I've been caught overdue, and whenever it goes, flying everywhere and going to the. So I propose, it's long overdue. When you go to hell, I'll be there with you too. And when we're banished from being so cruel, the silver linings, I'll be there with you. Ooh. When I see your face under the moonlight, heartbreaking tales of heart and burden with sight. I've been caught in a bad moon's eye. Heartbreakers all around me with telling all right. So I propose, it's long overdue. When you go to hell, I'll be there with you too. And when we're banished from being so cruel, the silver linings, I'll be there with you.
Why do I feel this way every single step I get away? Do you know what I would feel every day? What I feel is real. So why do I feel the way I feel every day? So hard just to say, wake up every day. I find these things the hard way, 'cause no one understands me. No one understands me. So I can't be free as one of you should be. And why should I be the person I wanna be every day that I wanna see? Why should I be the person I wanna be every day that I wanna see? Every single step I get away. Do you know what I would feel every day? What I feel is real. So why do I feel the way I feel every day? So hard just to say, wake up every day. I find these things the hard way, 'cause no one understands me. No one understands me. So I can't be free as one of you should be. And why should I be the person I wanna be every day that I wanna see? Why should I be the person I wanna be every day that I wanna see?
You came to me like morning light. In your smile, the stars took flight. The world is loud, the world is wild. But in my arms, you're just my child. I teach you love, I hold your fears. I count your dreams, I wipe your tears. You're growing wings, but take your time. I'll walk with you, your hand in mine. तू मेरा नूर है, तू मेरा प्यार है, इस दुनिया में बस तू ही यार है। हर मोड़ पे, हर सांस में मैं हूँ तेरे साथ, जीवन के राग में। ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯ ಬರೆದಂತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಕು, ಸಂತೋಷದ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಗೀತೆ. ಈ ಲೋಕ ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ, ಸುರಕ್ಷಾ ಇಲ್ಲವೆಂದು ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೂ ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಒಲವಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. When I hear your name, it's carved in my heart. You're the light in my eyes, a joyful song start. This world may say it's not safe today, but I won't let go. I love you all the way. And when you fall, I'll be the ground. जब तू रो, मैं हूँ soundless sound. When you rise, I'll cheer so loud.
Good evening, everyone.
तेरे हर कदम पे मैं हूँ proud.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the AI Summit. My name is Aditi, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. It's wonderful to have you all back for another engaging, insightful session. For those joining us for the first time, our speaker, Mr. Willibrod George, is an innovative school leader who builds tech-enabled, student-driven system in affordable schools near Mumbai and is widely recognized for his contribution to educational innovation. A quick session norms. Please keep your microphones muted throughout the session. Share your question in the chat box. Stay with us till the end of the session. Today's theme is visual communication, infographics, and AI design. In this session, we will explore how AI tools can help educators create impactful visual content, infographics, and design elements that make lessons more engaging and easy to understand. Visual storytelling is a powerful method to simplify complex ideas, and with AI, teachers can now design professional quality visuals quickly and efficiently. So, sir, this stage is yours, and over to you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Absolutely thrilled to see you all in the room. This is day 7 of our workshop series. I just want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear because yesterday we were having a little bit of trouble. I just want to make sure that everything is good today. So today's sessions are going to be about, today's session is going to be about about using AI to actually make a lot of visual content. And as you know, most of your kids love visual content, right? They love to see how their learning could possibly look like, right? So they love to see photographs. There was a time when we were actually always taking charts to the classroom. We were taking teaching aids to the classroom, which was really visual. Use the chat box. Tell me if you can hear my voice loud and clear. I need to know if it's loud and clear. That's important for today. And um, yeah, use the chat box. Let me know if it is loud and clear. All right, perfect. Thank you, Shama. So today we're looking at how teachers can use AI to design things for the classroom. You know, there was a time when you had no textbooks, zero textbooks, right, inside a school. And teachers would just come and teach on their own. They would bring their life experience, they would bring their anecdotal experience, and they would share stories inside the classroom. And then children would then listen to these stories, or students would then listen to these stories, and then they would use their imagination and they would imagine what the teacher is saying, right? Because think about it, like 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, no social media, no internet, no way to actually see things, find out things. If I tell you this is what Makapuchu looks like, you have to sit and kind of assume that. And teachers were storytellers. They were able to use language very colorfully. They were able to paint a picture in your mind. And that's why I think at some point Einstein also said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? And what does that mean? It means that if you put a picture in front of somebody, then it's almost like communicating 1,000 words. Otherwise, you would need 1,000 words to be able to get that person to be able to imagine or construct that particular picture in the person's mind. What he also said was imagination is more powerful than education. What that means is because without imagination, education was almost impossible. What that meant was teachers were used to only being able to use their voice, their lived experience, and many at times teachers could not even use their lived experience. They would have to be able to kind of retell stories that they heard from their teachers, even if they haven't actually experienced it first time, and then they should be able to bring that as their lived truth, right? And that's why when you look at constructivism in education, they talk about, John Dewey talks about constructivism, and in constructivism they say that all knowledge is constructed in the head, which actually means that every child who's inside every classroom listening to everything that a teacher says, shows, or does, or makes the child experience, the child is constructing this knowledge inside the head in real time. And what that means is that almost the child is getting the feeling that the child actually is doing that experimentation. And slowly and steadily over time, as technology improved, tools improved, and as all these things happened, I think teachers slowly and steadily started forgetting the art, the beautiful art of using vocabulary, using metaphors, using modalities, using words to trigger all the senses in children. And so slowly the teachers started losing that art of storytelling, of poetic expression, of being able to move children through simply their presence and their voice and their modulation and their intonation. And slowly the children started degrading in terms of their ability to imagine things, and eventually what happens is a dead classroom, a senile classroom, a classroom where like the most exciting thing to hear is going to be the bell, so that we can put an end to all this right now. So slowly, as technology came up, we started becoming more dependent on getting technology to create all our content, which is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. But then a teacher needed to know how to design. And software was so difficult, right? Like Photoshop, Corel Draw. You're like, मैं कैसे design करूँगा? मैं तो designer नहीं हूँ ना. So that was like one problem. Or a school would then come up with one or two people who are designers, and these people knew how to use Corel Draw or Photoshop or any other Illustrator or any other design tools, but they did not understand education. And when they can't understand education, they will only put a creative spin to all the designs that they have. So in the same page, in one page you'll have A for or whatever, for ant and for aeroplane, and you will notice that the size of the ant on the page is as big as the size of the aeroplane, and both you and I know in reality that that's not true. So that's what that is what happens when only designers enter this to make textbooks and things like that. Over time they decided to make textbooks. So earlier they were not even textbooks. Then they started making textbooks, and now we have so much technology. We have computers, we have internet, and so I think for the past 15, 20 years, teachers were like, we don't know how to design, so we do not make things, right? And so countless amount of companies came up saying, मैडम हमने पूरा चार्ट सेट बनाया है, हमने पूरा फ्लैश कार्ड्स बनाया है, हमने हमारा टेक्स्ट बुक्स देखो. As color printing started becoming cheaper, as schools started becoming bigger, offset printing started becoming viable, and as the technology of printing started improving, changing, or digital printing started happening, or commercial inkjet printing started happening, what you were able to do today was you were able to start printing color textbooks. And there's no going back, right? Once a child gets a color textbook, the child does not want to go back into black and white. So you started buying all this content because someone else was doing it. But what's happening with AI now is a teacher is able to now do everything. A teacher is able to, in all our past sessions, you've seen how you're able to be a content creator. You've seen how you're able to write things or create content for your own classrooms. And that gives immense power. It gives you immense power to personalize the content for your classroom, right? The reason why you are there and not just a textbook is because a teacher with the textbook creates the difference. A teacher without the textbook is just a library. And when was the last time you went to a library? So the point I'm really trying to make here is like, as a teacher, I don't know if you know, over the past we've had so many photographs. A teacher is like, she's got 7 hands and 8 hands. She's a designer, she's a mother, she's a speaker, she's a talker, she's a counselor, she's a all these things. She's a doctor, she's a motivator, all these things. Today a teacher can also be a designer, a teacher can also be a content creator, a teacher can also be a video editor, a teacher can also be a video creator, a teacher can also be a podcast maker, right? So imagine there are hardly any other fields or professional roles that I have seen that allows you or allows one person to use all these tools in totality. Because I am a teacher, I am able to use every single AI tool in my work, because the work and job of a teacher is so huge, the scope is so big that most of the AI tools that you see, you can use that in your school to make yourself a better, more effective teacher. And there are hardly any other professions that I've seen कि इतने सारे चीजें आप use कर सकते हो. Imagine as a teacher for the next 1 year, if you just all the tools that I have showed you on this past 7 sessions and the next 3 sessions, if you use that for the next 1 year and use it really well over a 1 year period, imagine where you're going to be or where your life is going to be over the next, over the next 1 year. Imagine the level of confidence, the level of acknowledgement, the level of achievement and attainment that you are going to feel, or the amount of contribution that you can do for your own organization or for your school or for your team and certainly for your children. It's going to be significant, and you're going to feel like that's like a turnaround space for you, right? So don't just look at visual communication, infographics, and AI design and think, "Arey, ye to mera kaam nahi hai. I'm a teacher. I need to teach, and sab design kaun karega?" But that's, I think, the opportunity and invitation for you to grow and for you to to really move into something completely different. So that being said, I want to hear from you in the room. Use the chat box and quickly put in your thoughts. Anything that you heard over the past 10 minutes, the soliloquy that I gave you, what did you think about it? What do you think about it? What are your thoughts, right? I would love to hear that. I'll play some music, give you 2-3 minutes to put something into the chat box. Let's go, guys. Use this time well.
Profesores They stride through the halls like a speeding train, a fountain of knowledge they never refrain. Their minds are a galaxy shining so bright, teaching us wonders from morning to night. Fast as lightning, they're always ahead, filling their minds with the things that they've said. Smart as a puzzle that fits every piece, teachers of magic, their brilliance won't cease. With chalk in their hand and a spark in their eyes, they're mapping the stars, they're reaching the skies. They solve
All right, so thank you, Shama Gupta, for that. It definitely makes complete sense, right? Because you, as a teacher, you have subject matter expertise, and that allows you to be able to create things which, make sense to kids. So today, we are now going to. Oh, Nidhi has put something in. I'm going to add that in so that you can see that and you can also hear my voice. So Nidhi is saying teachers have to be creative and the AI tools help us to enhance our lessons and classroom transactions. Imagine, right? Using AI tools and using your own knowledge, you might now be in a position to make your classrooms not just transactional but also transformational. That is something that I think we have immense, control and power over. So that is something I totally love. Now, today we're going to show you a couple of tools, and I want to get you all like super focused and attentive. We have like more than 60 people in the room, and that is brilliant. You may have to squint a little, come forward, look at the screen and really see what's going on. But here is the first thing I'm going to show you. Inside ChatGPT, you will be able to see something called as images. Inside ChatGPT, there is something called as images. Here this is a house, yeah. So I was kind of renovating my house and stuff like that. So we were thinking, what is it that we need to do? And then my architect came and told me, sir, 3D and elevation बनाने का कम से कम 50,000 रुपया 75,000 rupees लगेगा. I will charge 10.
Sir, I think there is some technical issue.
आपका इंटीरियर्स बनाने के लिए ऐसा वैसा ये वो, and I literally use ChatGPT to create the mood room, like a mood board. Okay, what do I want the powder room to look like, or what do I want the bathrooms to look like, or what do I want the bedrooms to look like, or whatever. Yeah, so all these things are literally possible using ChatGPT. So you can create posters. Yeah, so this is an example of a poster that we created just like in a flash. So imagine the amount of things that you are able to create when you really want it. I was asking some teachers to design a t-shirt, and there you go, you were able to design a t-shirt, right? So give you some simple clean examples of how you're able to do rapid designing or rapid prototyping, and this is how you're able to do all these things. It's very easy and very interesting. I'm just showing you some of the history from my own page. It gives you an idea. Like, I just uploaded my photograph and I said, make a photo, and there you go, right? It just comes up. So really, like, children are using this to create like posters or vote for Priya for as class monitor and things like that. So many things are possible. So if you want to create an image, yeah, let's say you want to create an image, you're literally just going to be able to type, right? So create an image of a cup with a glass cup, okay, a glass cup, with cut straw berry in it and filled with dark liquid chocolate. Okay, the cup is placed on a velvet green tablecloth. The background is that of a very cozy beachside cafe, and the sun is going down, right? The sky is dramatic, but the view is the cup, with the cup in focus. Okay, so literally just typing, right, create an image of a glass cup with cut strawberry in it and filled with dark liquid chocolate. The cup is placed on a velvet green tablecloth. The background is that of a very cozy beachside cafe, and the sun is going down. The sky is dramatic, but the view is the cup in focus. So let's actually see what comes through in that, and also let me see if there are any photographs of myself that I can possibly kind of push, or I can upload, and then you can probably, okay, so I think I got one photo of mine. Let's see if that is a possibility. There you go. So I asked it, give me a glass cup with strawberry cut with liquid chocolate in it, and it's a cozy beachside cafe. It's a dramatic sky, and yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to look like, and this is what I got. Now I can say change the angle and give me a top down angle. Wait, change the angle and use the model in the pic attached. Okay, do not change the facial features. Make the model sit at the table and look at the sun and hold the cup lightly with the tip of his fingers. Okay, and I'm literally uploading my photograph, crazy photograph, okay, scary looking one, and let's see what's going to happen. So what I've done is I've asked the GPT to take this photograph of mine, okay, take this photograph of mine, change the angle and use the model in the pic attached, but do not change the facial features, and make the model sit at the table and look at the sun and hold the cup lightly with the tip of his fingers. I don't know how that's going to happen, like maybe like this, or just touch. I don't know what it's going to do, but it'll be very interesting to see what what the image is going to look like, whether it's going to change my face, whether it's going to retain the characteristics. We have no idea, but then yeah, there it is. Bingo, right? So imagine there are just so many possibilities, yeah, for you to use image generation. There's just so many possibilities. As a teacher, you can use image generation for all your teaching learning needs, right? I can now say convert this into a poster for a counseling service for married men. Let's see what it does. All right. So I said convert this into a poster for a counseling service for married men. Crazy. I want to see the level of whether the visual is going to happen. So it's now actually giving me the text, right? So you are able to create posters also whenever you want. Okay. Now let's see if it actually generates the poster. Generate the poster with the image above. Okay. So now we're actually saying that generate the poster with the image above. So we gave it a photograph, we gave it a scene, and now we said convert this into a poster, and let me see if that actually happens. Imagine the amount of power that you're going to have as a teacher to be able to create posters and to be able to create images, without a camera. Like a camera and lights and all this knowledge that you will need to snap photographs in the right composition and everything is really it's tricky, and it's also an expensive affair. So let's see if this thing actually comes through. I'm quite keen to see what this is going to look like. Okay, so creating the image, reflecting on one's life's challenges at a sunset. Wow, reflecting on life's challenges at sunset. Okay, this is like a sundowner poster. Let's see what it's going to be able to come up with. But just I mean the possibilities are endless, inside your classroom, and I can't wait to see how you will possibly start using things like that. So let me see what this poster is going to look like. So if you understand what's going on here, we took first we used our imagination to create that strawberry chocolate, right? And then we used our photograph as a reference to put the photograph inside that strawberry chocolate scene. And then we said, take all this and said, if I have to make a poster, then think about it. So it's actually thinking about the copy, it's thinking about everything. And it's now like literally created a poster for men who carry more than they say. Oh my God, that's deep. Sometimes strong men need space to talk. I agree. Marriage, responsibility, expectation, pressure. You don't have to carry everything alone. I'm just glad that it is chocolate and not a drink. Confidential counseling for married men. Private sessions, conflict or misunderstanding, non-judgmental conversations, feeling unheard or disconnected, finding clarity and direction, book a conversation today, blah, blah, blah. It's all there. Like, imagine you went from an idea to a full service concept poster. You can download this, stick it up on your Instagram, start a new business. I don't know. I'm just saying that just so many things. Like, so many of you might be tuition teachers, and so many of you may be coaches and trainers, and you get stuck, right? Imagine there is a designer sleeping inside your chat GPT and you can actually do it. So I'm now going to download this, right? So I've actually downloaded this, and I'm now going to another software called Sora. All right, Sora. And Sora is also part of ChatGPT. And what Sora actually does is Sora creates videos. So I'm going to go to videos and I'm going to upload my image. Okay. So I don't know. Let's see so this is the image that we downloaded from ChatGPT. And oh, look at this. Look at this wonderful, beautiful bride, right? This was a teacher who took her photograph. She said, sir, I didn't have the money to do these fancy wedding photographs, and I really wish that, I had done a beachside wedding and stuff. I said, madam, don't worry. I took a photograph of her in the session, brought it into ChatGPT, and created this image of her where she's in a beautiful gown and she's standing at a beach in Mauritius. And then I took that image of her, put it in Sora, and created a video for her. And then she was like, wow, it just put a smile on her face. I thought it was really sweet. But this is something that, that you can do. So imagine, like, if you're I don't know why my image is not getting uploaded, but that's what we are trying to do. Oh, okay, it's got uploaded. So I'm selecting this image right now, and I'm saying use selected media, and I'm saying create a video about this, make it like an ad, have the model walk in walk towards the sunset, and then turn around, wink, and sit at the table, and the rest of the content needs to come up on screen. Okay, so bad quality prompt, but I just put it in, and I've asked it to literally like create the scene where I am walking down this cafe and I'm facing the sunset, and then I suddenly turn around and look at you and I wink, and then this text should kind of come up on screen, right? So I don't know if all this is going to happen, man, but let's just give it a shot. But in the meanwhile, look at all these images that people are generating, all these videos that people are generating all over the world right now. And Sora allows you to look at what other people are generating. And today, like a lot of videos, like I know a kid in our school who goes to a local, like Pani Puri wala and says, sir, aapke liye video banao kya? And he goes like, haan, banao. And then he takes these photos and he goes back and he creates 10 or 15 of these 8-second shots. And once he creates those 8-second shots, he puts it all together in Canva, creates a video, and goes and takes $500 from him. right? So uska next 10 days ka, the next 10 days pani puri is sorted. The name of the tool that at least you're looking at right now is called Sora, Sora, and I've put it on the chat for you to be able to see. It's a part of ChatGPT. So this just completely, like Sora, there is Kling, and there are so many other video models, but really you don't have to worry too much. You can just use anything that works, and we are all in the 0 to 1 stage. We are learning all these things, so start off with Sora and see. And why it is important for people to know these things is also because then children also understand that you know that what does deepfakes look like, and things like that. So I don't know if it created a video. Did it create a video? No. Oh, so it's actually generated this image, walking, looking, this thing, and all that. And now I can say create a video, and it'll now create a 5-second video out of it. So it first created all the scenes, scene 1, scene 2, and scene 3, and then it's going to create a video out of those scenes, because essentially what is video, right? Essentially video is just a collection of images. So you think, right? You're teaching volcanoes. Imagine the possibility that you can show, or you're teaching, stratosphere, hydrosphere, hemisphere, whatever, and imagine that you created this video of you and maybe 2 of the students from your school, or all your students in your class. You took a photo and you pushed them into a plane, and the plane is like an open airplane, and it's going through, and you're flying through all these 3 different whatever, stratosphere, hemisphere, and you're going through all that, and then kids are like, being super thrilled. And I mean, whatever, like, the brain loves novelty, right? And if you as a teacher are able to get creative, and bring novelty into your teaching, then I think you've won the plot, right? That's essentially what you want to do. So yeah, this is Sora, and I showed you Sora, and I showed you ChatGPT images. It's so cool. I'm now going to show you, this is my school website, and I'm going to show you one video. This video is called Kal Ke Sitare, and I'm going to play this video for you so that you can actually see, and I hope you'll be able to hear it. Let's see if that comes through, and I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to show you how it was made.
को रिवाइंड कर सके तो क्या याद आता है? सुबह माँ के साथ स्कूल की तैयारी, स्कूल बस की विंडो सीट, मॉर्निंग असेंबली की लाइन, और रिसेस में टिफिन शार, टीचर का शाबाश, और एक रीअश्योरिंग थपकी, गली क्रिकेट, गर्मियों में गोला खाना, बारिश में पेपर बोट्स की रेस और मिट्टी की खुशबू, सर्दी में टोपी मफलर, धूप सेकना, शाम छुपन छुपाई। यही तो है वो बचपन जो सबको याद आता है। दुनिया भर में अभी भी बहुत से बच्चे स्कूल तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाते, और कई बच्चे छोटी उम्र में काम पर लगा दिए जाते हैं। पर हर बच्चा कहता है, मुझे बस एक मौका चाहिए। क्वालिटी एजुकेशन हर बच्चे का अधिकार है, चाहे घर छोटा हो या बड़ा, चाहे कोई भी कम्युनिटी, जाति, धर्म या शहर गांव क्यों ना हो। क्लासरूम से ही करियर की सीढ़ी बनती है। टीचर का भरोसा, बच्चे की मेहनत और दिल से मिलने वाला साथ। सच ये है, हम सब के अंदर एक छोटा सा बच्चा अभी भी जिंदा है, जो हैरान होता है, सीखता है, गिर के मुस्कुराता है। उस बच्चे को अपने अंदर हमेशा जिंदा रखना, क्योंकि जब हम अपने अंदर के बचपन को जिंदा रखते हैं, तब हम हर बच्चे को और गहरा समझ पाते हैं। चिल्ड्रंस डे हमें याद दिलाता है, हर बच्चे को प्यार, सम्मान, सुरक्षा और अच्छी पढ़ाई का हक बराबर मिलना चाहिए। कल के सितारे यही हैं, उन्हें बस थोड़ा सा आसमान चाहिए।
All right, I hope you loved that video, and literally that whole video was made using AI. So what we did as a team is we sat down and we said, hey, how do we make this video, or how do we want to make a video for Children's Day, and then we used AI to come up with the lyrics, to come up with the concept. We created the lyrics, and then for each of these, we were able to then generate images for each scene, and then we took all those images from each scene, and then we used Sora and another software for Kling to generate the animation, generate the video, and then we all put it together. And within like 2 days, we were able to create this video. Now, a video like that would have cost someone at least 2-3 lakh rupees to make, and if you really produce that, then it'll probably cost you 7-8 lakh rupees to make, right? So these are all incredibly crazy. So Swati Kabra is asking, sir, you have created prompts for each scene or a story as in a whole. So remember, when we are working with AI, you don't want to do the whole thing together, right? What you actually want to do is to, what you want to do is to be able to break down your work into manageable, smaller tasks, so that the AI is able to do that small little bit, and then you're able to kind of use the human in the loop to bring it all together and then create some sort of content. So what we did is, we first thought about what should our script be, what should our concept be. We did a lot of brainstorming. We came up with the concept. Then we ran it. We used ChatGPT, created a script, broke that script down into multiple scenes. We said, okay, if it's a 3-minute script, then we need like 3 divided by maybe like 5 seconds, because every 5 seconds we need to switch. So if that is there, then we need like, whatever, 100 shots. If we need 100 shots, then, or whatever, 60 shots. If we need 60 shots, then what are those 60 shots? And we created a mood board, and then we said, okay, for shot number 1, what should be the image that we need? If this is what is being said, then we asked ChatGPT to give us the prompt. Then we used that prompt and we generated that image. Once we generated that image, we put that into the video and we said, isko video bana do 5 second ka, and then it becomes a video. And now suddenly you have these 65-second videos, which you then download, and you put it together, on a editing timeline, and you've got your video ready, right? So that's literally how we've been able to do it. If you go back to Sora, you may see that we had asked it to create a video. I don't know if it actually created that video, but if it did, it'll be so interesting. So videos, yeah, okay, it is still working. 2 videos queued. So this video is not ready, but you will see that this is how the video actually gets done. So it's a time-consuming process, but it is really interesting. So Swati is also saying the video is quite engaging. Hats off to you and your team's efforts. Thank you. But really, what I want you to know is that if we had to make the video without AI, we would not be able to do it. It would be absolutely impossible, right? For the kind of money and the time that we would have to spend, that is not something that we would be able to do. So you as a teacher now can create so much content, so many videos, and so many of these things that is going to allow you to become like incredibly powerful and effective as a teacher. So here's the next thing. The next tool that I want to show you is a tool called Ideogram. So Ideogram allows you to create posters. I don't know if I showed this to you before, but very quickly, if you want to create a poster, then you will be able to, I don't know if I showed this particular thing to you. Grade 9 is learning matter and things. I may have showed this to you because this looks like something that we created. But if we haven't created this, then I can quickly show you. I can say create a poster or chart that I can use inside my classroom to teach the to teach kids how to add 2-digit numbers. All right, and there you go. So that's literally what I just told it. I said, create a poster or chart that I can use inside my classroom to teach kids how to add 2-digit numbers. That's it. I could also say the color of my school logo is blue, or this is what all that. So you can create anything you want. You can create posters, you can create flashcards, you can create book covers, you can create process manuals or process things, anything. Yeah, you can create all these things are created. Social media, somebody wanted to understand common reasons for knee pain, so we created something like this. Traffic rules, how to teach children traffic rules. So We created like literally like a set of flashcards for kids. We wanted to give some gifts to them, so we created that. We took photographs. I don't know if I took my photograph. I think I took one of my photographs. You can create these kind of infographics. So let's say create a poster in the style of an infographic. Yeah, infographic about the war in Iran and its impact on oil prices. There you go. That's it. Okay. I just said create a, I don't know if I said enter, its impact on oil prices, and this chart needs to be fit for grade 8 in a CBSE school in India called Sunflower International School. Okay. Let's see what it says. Okay, so Sunflower International School. Oh, sorry, I think I've run out of my free credits, but here you go. Iran conflict, oil price or impact of oil prices Iran. So think about it. If you're on LinkedIn and you want to put all these, you want to put a post every day, but you don't want to put text, you want to create this fancy infographic. There you go. Yeah. So you're able to immediately create very beautiful infographics in any style that you want, and just happens so fast, and it's blazing. Okay, so I think it's also creating this other one for that Sunflower International School. It'll be very interesting to see what they're going to come up with. Okay, so Sora is still working. It takes time. The next tool, once ideogram, yeah, this is it. War in Iran, impact on global oil prices, the Sunflower International School. So this poster is from Sunflower International School. Imagine how beautiful your whole school can look like if you are able to really use this effectively and use it well, right? You don't have to put those lousy, boring posters made by people who are not in education just to make your school look colorful. You can actually do something beautiful. Okay, and everything can be very learning focused. Here's the next tool that I would like to share with you, and that tool is called Storybook. Okay, so I'm just going to show you Storybook, and for you to access Storybook, you need to go to this tool called Gemini. So you go to Gemini, and I'm just going to put it in the chat for you so that you are able to see it, all those of you who are inside the the chat room. And what Storybook allows you to do is it allows you to literally create storybooks, right? So I can say like this: create a storybook in the style of, let's say, hand drawn watercolor, in a hand-drawn watercolor. Ooh, Warli style. Let me see if that happens. Warli style for grade 7 about the Iran war and its impact on the Indian economy. Make it easy to understand. Kids are in Delhi and from DPS school. Teacher's name is Renuka. All right. Focus on what they are learning in geography. Right, in CBSE syllabus in grade 7. Okay, so there you go. I have literally asked, Shweta Goyal is asking, please share the link again. Which link are we talking about? Are we talking about Gemini, Google? Because I'm just showing you Storybook right now. And literally I said, create a storybook in the style of a hand-drawn watercolor Warli style. Now Warli is traditional Maharashtrian tribal art form, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's try. And I've asked you to make a storybook for grade 7 about the Iran war and its specific impact on the Indian economy. So imagine, as parents, as teachers, crazy things happening in the world, and if you want to be able to explain that to kids in a way that builds their understanding and consciousness towards this, then you're able to use all these tools, right, to do it. And tomorrow you could be like doing story time in school, and it might make sense for you. So I said make it easy to understand. Kids are in Delhi and from the DPS school, and teacher's name is Renuka, and focus on what they're learning in geography as part of the CBSE syllabus, which means that the AI is now going to try and study a CBSE NCERT textbook, look for what kids are learning in their school in grade 7 with respect to geography, and then it's going to look at the world events, and then it's going to try and put them together, and it's going to try and make meaning out of it, right? So that is something that this is going to do. Whether it's actually going to do it well or no, we don't know, but let's go take a look and see if that is something happening. But in the meanwhile, we have a video happening here. You can see here's a video. Yeah, you're able to see I'm looking towards the sun, walking in, came in, so some random video. So you're able to see how you're able to literally generate, you're able to literally generate an image, and then you're able to make you're able to make a video out of it. Shama has already created a book. Thank you, Shama. So nice to see that you've done it so quickly, and she shared it in the WhatsApp group that we are all in. But just wanted to show you quickly, how you can use this tool. So here you go. This is the book that Gemini created. It's called The Ripple in the Well by Willie Broad. And in a bright, early classroom at DPS Delhi. Okay, so this is not Varli art. However, if you look at the way the teacher is dressed, and the teacher, her hands and everything, that could be sort of Varli. Okay, but normally Varli is like white in color and things like that. Okay, so geography isn't about mountains and rivers, she said, her voice warm. It's about everything in our environment is connected, like threads in a giant web. Kabir sat in front of the row, sat in the front row, leaning forward. He wondered how a desert thousands of miles away could matter to his life in the busy city of New Delhi. Miss Renuka traced a line to the country of Iran. There is a conflict far away, she explained softly. When there is war in the Middle East, it's like a stone thrown in a quiet well. The ripples travel very far. Zoya raised her hand. Does the ripple reach our school, Miss Renuka? She asked. Miss Renuka nodded. It reaches our plates, our cars, and even your pocket money. What a beautiful story, right? I mean, I almost want to read the whole thing. But if you're looking at the illustrations, it is watercolor. It is in the style of some sort of, a little bit of Arlie style, and you got a beautiful story. So topic is yours, style is yours, purpose is yours, everything is yours. So here is storytelling done for you. So Gemini Storybook, try and use it, and you might be able to really come up with something brilliant. Shama is saying mine only one page is visible. I think you need to press the arrow which goes right, and then multiple pages will appear. So here's the next tool I want to share with you, and that tool is called Notebook LM. So when you go to Notebook LM, you can, once you log into Notebook, you can do create new, right? What are you creating? So you can go back to the web, or you can, let's say, go to YouTube and look for Iran conflict explainer, okay, and oil prices, for example, okay. And here there is a short video about, we're looking at, what is the, I mean, you can't, we're taking a video. Let's just pick up a video. Uh, yeah, US Iran war, global economy in danger. So I'm copying this link, okay? And I go to Notebook, and inside Notebook, I can literally just copy paste this link. So what have I done? You go to YouTube and look for any video, okay? Any video. You go to YouTube and you go to physics wala, grade 9 science, and you may get like, like, I don't know, you may get some video. Look at this, class 9 motion, right? And you may get these laws of motion link into Notebook LM. And once you do that, all you need to do is press infographic and press slide deck. If you press video, that I'm going to do in the next session. And literally just by pressing these two documents, you can also press mind map, or you can even press flashcard. You can even press quiz, right? And just by literally like, or 50 YouTube videos. You don't have to just connect one. You could connect 50 YouTube videos, right? And it'll take all these YouTube videos and create connection between each other. And it's now created like a mind map. Impact of the US-Iran war, energy markets impact, oil price surge, Strait of Hormuz. This is why the Strait of Hormuz is so important. It carries 20% of the global oil flow. There's a threat of blockades and supply shortages in Asia and Europe, right? Beautiful. You upload all your student data, like you upload all the marks that your kids got in the examination, and then say create a mind map, and it's going to create a mind map, and suddenly you're able to see your kids, who needs help in this, who needs help in that, who's done weak in a particular topic. You can use mind mapping as a way to categorize and segment your data, right? It's absolutely brilliant, but all with the click of a button. And that is what it means. So Shama, you go to Notebook LM, and once you go to Notebook LM, you're able to add sources. So what is a source? It could be a document, a PDF, it could be text that you copy from ChatGPT, or it could be YouTube videos, or it could be a website. All right. Once you take that, you can put it into Notebook LM, and then with a click of a button, you can create things like a flashcard. This is the flashcard, right? So according to a source, a full-scale war between yes or no, and depending on the answer, suppose is it, I got one correct, right? What is the predicted immediate consequence of the global fuel prices? It's going to go up, right? Most immediately, yes, I got it, right? Which specified commodity is identified as facing the biggest and the fastest impact in a direct conflict? And I'm saying crude oil. And yes, I got my third answer, right? So you're able to create like these flashcards. You're able to create quizzes. This is the flashcard that we created, yeah. And you're able to create quizzes, and you're able to also create an infographic. So literally, you can you can make this high quality print ready infographic that you can just straight away download as a PDF file, and I can then just send it off to you in our WhatsApp group. But imagine, right? Imagine the power that you have. Like you give a designer all this and say infographic banao. Designer is going to find it very difficult to understand how how to design an infographic, right? But this just does it so beautifully. So energy and trade disruptions, 150 rupee per barrel, increased global trade cost. For kids who love to to learn visually, this is just incredibly powerful. And it's also generating a slide deck now. So it's taking that video and then it's converting that whole video into 10 slides, and then it's going to design these 10 slides. So yeah, that is going to be absolutely mind-boggling when it's done. The last tool I wanted to show you was, one of the tools I want to show you was FreePick. These are all the things that you can do in FreePick. So right now we were designing like a hoarding for somebody. So, we're literally able to create, hoardings and designs and, things like that. So yeah, this is something that we were doing. We were doing a Women's Day event, and we wanted to show uh, what what a drum circle looks like, and so we created all this, and then from here we just took these images and converted them into videos, and then we created reels, and then we used them to promote the event. It was incredible. Um so Adi, if you go to the left of it, you'll be able to share that file. A friend of mine runs a cafe, so he wanted to like show an image of an avocado toast, and there's no way he was going to spend 25,000 rupees creating these images. So he just went online and he said, give me a picture of avocado toast, and he got something like that, and then he said, make it look like this, because that's the way he serves it in his cafe. And so he just took a photograph of his one and he made it this way, right? So there's just incredible amount of things that one could do with with all these. So very, very powerful for you. I want to know, how is this workshop, how is today's workshop going for you? What are you guys thinking? What's on your mind? What are your thoughts? I just love to hear from you about today's session, because today's session was quite different and I took it faster than I normally do. But I wanna know, how are you feeling about these tools? All right. Looks like you guys had a good time today. Looks like there are a lot of learnings from the group. And it also looks like you feel confident to try, right? Really, like, there's no way you're going to learn all this just by sitting and watching like you would learn Netflix. You watch 10 movies on Netflix, you don't become a director. So the point I'm trying to make is that now you at least know how to go open these tools. What are these tools? What can you do in it? And trust me, anything you do on these things, nothing's going to break anything, right? So, if you are in a position just to be able to just know like ऐसा भी कुछ है और मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ या कर सकती हूँ, then you gotta just get up and you gotta just do it, right? And you will start noticing that you become the most amazing person in the room. And really, we're keeping that WhatsApp group open so that you can put things there. I know I've not been responding too much to that, but I watch it. Um, but we want to create a thriving community there. We're really committed to helping you learn and master these tools so that you can like completely change your life. This presentation is now done. I want to now show you what the presentation looks like. This is the presentation, folks. We took a video, a YouTube video, literally like one YouTube video, which is not the best idea. You got to take 4 5 YouTube videos, and then we said make a presentation out of it, and this is what it created: a chain reaction of global economic contagion. Energy shock, inflation resurgence, market contagions, and trade disruption. A full scale conflict will not remain limited to the. Today, you could like suddenly get out there, do research like this, and using AI, you can create a channel like Dhruv. Think about all the potential and all the opportunities that AI is going to be able to give you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you had a great time, and from whatever I see on the chat, it looks like we have a lively audience. I just want to say thank you for being such a great audience for today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going to be flying to Jaipur tonight, so I will be in Jaipur tomorrow, and I have made sure that I will log in to this session between 5 and 6 every day. I'm taking workshops over the next 5 days. But yeah, I won't be in my home studio, so maybe the quality of lighting and sound and all might be different. But yeah, you guys are going to work on a lot of things tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you, and over to the team from SAR.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this amazing session. A big thank you to all of you for being so engaged today. I hope you're leaving with new ideas and inspiration on how visual communication, infographics, and AI design can make learning more fun and meaningful for your students. We can't wait to see you in the next session, and we continue exploring creative ways to use AI in teaching. Thank you for all the participants for your energy and participation. Have a wonderful evening. And yes, before we leave, let me tell you this